A very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Race 5 in the Masters SA 2021 Winter Series. Welcome to Aaron Burrell on his indoor trainer, racing and commentating, and Sean Peters, my co-host. How are you doing, gents?
How's it, guys? Well, good from my side. Definitely is good from Aaron Borrell's side in England. He's finally back on his bike. And as Kuba said, welcome to it. It is round 5, Innsbruck Ring. It's going to be exciting few laps of an incredible race circuit. And I'm telling you now, Aaron Borrell is going to give you a heads up because he knows this track like the back of his hand.
Hey, Sean Quibus. Good to see you guys again. I don't know what I've signed myself up to do, but I'm always happy to be a guinea pig of sorts. I know we've tried this before in various iterations and it hasn't come off, but hopefully today it works out. Really, really difficult course, I must say. 5 times up the leg snapper.
Yeah.
It's never going to be anyone's favorite task. And immediately after that, there's a sprint. So things are going to string out. The only good thing I can say for this course is that we don't have to go up that darn Innsbruck comp. So the boys can probably just go a little bit harder up the leg snapper. I hope they don't. It's going to be really hard to speak. But really, really nice to be here. And I just want to see what the guys, just how deep the guys go today and see if I'm able to relay any of that to you guys.
We really look forward to all of that.
Kubis, that laugh of yours. Borrell, I hope you're ready for this.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's usually quite sedate leading up to that leg snapper. There's a little bit of a descent. There's another kick straight after that. It's a sprint. Then it settles a bit, but you never know with these animals on the other side, You never know what these guys are going to do. You don't know who's pitched up and who wants to lay down the pain. So you got to be ready for everything. It's not going to be pleasant.
Well, 43 Ks of it and 4 sections. So it's going to be interesting to see what the guys get up to this evening. Over to you, Kubis.
Well, guys, we are 2 seconds from launch. Aaron, tell us about your warm-up in a race like this. How long before the race do you log in?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do different things, You got to find something that works for you. I know some of the guys like doing openers the day before, just a couple of sprints. I just like to get on an hour before, just limber the legs up. Don't want to do anything too strenuous, but like kind of activating my legs in that way. Don't want to put in too many hard efforts that I might need later on. So mine's really, really calm, really, really sort of baby watts, if you want to call it that. And it seems to have worked out for me. But as I mentioned, it's different for everyone. So what works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So
yeah.
And some guys like to do pretty hard openers. But I mean, an hour warm up for a race, it's going to be about an hour. That's proper. Guess there's some diverse opinions around how long you need to warm up.
Yeah, and these days everyone's a coach, yeah. So
that's for sure, myself included.
Everyone's a coach and everyone is a commentator these days. So.
Even the racers / journos.
You know that very well, Sean. Everyone is a commentator, Sean.
Yeah.
Well, Sean Peters, I believe next week you're going to be joining this race, eh?
What?
You're on one of those fancy elite trainers now.
Yes, I am so stoked, and thanks to the guys from Elite. I went out there yesterday. I'm on a test rig, and I was like a kid with a toy last night. I had to host another race, and got it sorted out, and had to go live for a 2-hour race from Donington. Aaron, you would know Donington Park.
Yes.
So that was my evening on the trainer, all of 5.5 minutes. I think I did get there we go. There's the start of the race, folks. If you've just joined us on whatever platform you're joining us, the race has just started. In the bottom of your screen, down over there, you can see Aaron Burrell without his t-shirt on. And ladies, he is married. So
guys, I thought about using a shirt today, but it's bloody hot here. I'll cook.
Well, how's that for diverse racing conditions? Aaron Borrell in London, and it's exceptionally hot down here in Cape Town. Well, I think we've had some record rainfall over the last 2.5 days. So, going to be an interesting week leading up to the weekend.
It's made up for a reasonably poor June, actually. We're still below average, but I think it's made for a nice recovery. Hopefully the dam levels reflect as such. It's quite nice to see Aaron suffering in real life while we're watching his avatar suffering in the virtual world as well. This is cool.
It would be nice if there was some recovery, guys. Jeez. Hitting it today.
Aaron, you're a celebrity. I see you've got the little tick next to your name, eh? A verified rider.
Apparently so.
Like the real Aaron Borrell.
So Aaron, my 5 minutes of fame yesterday on it, and I was like, what are these guys doing on a sprint race like this? 43 kilometers. It looks flat from the outside. You've got those 4 segments at 7 kilometers, 16, 34, and 43. Man, oh man, if I died in 5 minutes, look, I'm not the smallest of lads, let's face it. but
the leg snapper might hurt you, is what you're saying, Sean.
And well, it's at the type of what's at, we're on board with Aaron now. If you just have a look at that, I think I hit that 553 once in a half a second, and I was broken.
Well, I'm looking forward to this leg snapper, which is close to 5Ks. We're gonna see what it looks like when Aaron's We're going to see what 12 watts a kilogram looks like.
I've never seen it before, to be honest. I've seen Eddie do it.
Well, let me tell you, just while the guys are getting some heat into the legs, 1.7 Ks into this race, a lot of guys come up to me at real races and they comment on Masters SA Series because they do tune in, they watch it and they go, oh, it looks easy peasy, it's just a game. Let me tell you, if you are watching, if any of you that have ever said that to me, and if I've ever said it, I'm going to smack myself over the head because 5 minutes yesterday was torture. I'm going to jump onto the trainer after this race because I've got a workout that the guys from Cadence have sent me. So, yeah, I'm going to die tonight, guys. I'll let you know how it feels tomorrow.
You need to record this. Yeah, we can. We're watching it at the moment.
Yeah, well, thanks. Again, thanks to Elite, to Anthony, our team, to Kai. Thanks very much. We certainly are going to put it through its paces. For a big guy like myself, I've never been on one. It's an incredible experience. And I will be giving feedback as we go through the rest of the season, what's left of the season. It's race number 5, guys. If you've just joined us, welcome to any of the viewers that are watching us. We're on board with all the riders. The regular guys are down there now. You can see them at the corner of the screen. There's a thin lad all the way from London that's joined us. He's the guy that's usually given us all the technical bits and bobs, but today he's in the pain cave himself. Aaron Borrell, how's it going there? How's it feel after 3Ks?
It's calmed down a bit, but we all know why it's calmed down.
Yes.
It's not usually a good sign. But
Tell us about it.
As we reach the little cobbled section, it's a bit of a precursor to what's coming. Leg snapper, take a right onto the bridge, followed by a left, immediately right, and hell on earth. Just for a few seconds though. Probably around 35 seconds, I think. 35 to 40 seconds.
So I've only ever crashed indoors once, infamously, it seems like, and it was on the leg snapper. Finding that, because you just got to put down the power really hard for that little bit just to stay with the group. So you're out of the saddle really, really putting it down, and it's not a good time to figure out that your skewer wasn't appropriately tightened. So it cleanly came out of the trainer. So guys, if you're gonna get out of the saddle and put down the watts, make sure it's properly tightened, or better yet, ride a 3-axle bike. Then you won't even have this worry.
Right, so 4Ks in, and you can see the pace that these guys are maintaining up at the front end here. On board with Aaron Borrell, well, you can see his avatar in front of you, and to the side of your screen, you'll see him down right at the bottom. Well, in fact, in the middle of your screen, but down at the bottom of the camera views. Some names up there, Aaron, that you can call out from what you can see.
Eddie Hall, Donovan Lecoq, David Garrett, David Bailey.
Yeah.
Usual suspects, Murray Craig.
The usual. Well, good to meet Murray Crab. Just talking about it, Aaron, I was privileged to actually meet him again last week down at Helderberg Cycle World. What a gentleman of the sport. And when I told him I was getting this little toy behind me, he was like, dude, I'm going to hook you up with the right training. So I'm quite excited to join him on a Saturday. I'm probably going to die. So if you read the headline news, it's me being rushed off to hospital by a helicopter.
Masters SA host. Here we go.
Right, here we go, guys.
Aaron, you better make the split. We know it's going to split here. You better make it so you can commentate from the front of the race.
Not going to be fun.
Okay, so just a little bit of quiet time as
No, this is leg snapper now. Look at that. 8 degrees.
Oh,
It's
man.
just a short rise to the top here.
Short, yeah, right.
And David Garrett wanted me to, he was going to invite me to come and ride it before we went live. Unfortunately, I only got home now. Or should I say fortunately?
Fortunately.
Because that looks tough. Let me tell you.
Aaron is hanging in there.
Yes.
Aaron is hanging in there. Very good, Aaron. It is splitting. It's stringing out massively. Look at that face, guys. And he is over the top. Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, so that's it.
Still putting the power down. That's over 10 watts a
Yeah.
kilogram. Just trying to stay in touch with that front group.
Well, Aaron's gone quiet, so we know he's.
No, he's gone to mute. I think he didn't want to subject us or the viewers to.
Yeah.
Oh, he's there. He's got his mic set up like an absolute pro there.
Okay.
So just some of the
No,
root
it's
basics.
Well
as,
done. Well done, Aaron. Jeez, you made the splits in the front group, and it's already been whittled down hugely. I'd say about 40 max in this group, with some stragglers still trying to get back on.
Okay, well
Not
there you can hear what it sounds like.
Nice doing an easy 4.5 watts a kilogram, recovery effort.
Just to stay in.
Just to stay in.
All right, so to the folks that are watching, this was we just went through the leg snapper, 450 meters long. It doesn't sound like much, but 7% climb after a 5K sprint up to that mark. That is a killer on the legs and on the lungs. And we watched Aaron at the bottom of your screen. Well, as I said, in the middle of your screen, you'll see Aaron burning it out there and just grabbing a handful of breath back as they complete at 8 kilometers. Complete the first of 5 laps, if I'm not mistaken.
Well done, Aaron. That was a half decent sprint effort as well. Your PR, according to Zwift.
Yeah.
You're only about 3.5 seconds off Waldy's time.
Comment.
Yeah, the Vomit Comet himself. He likes the sprints though, Aaron.
He does. He's a big man.
Yeah.
Massive unit.
Yeah, Waldy's been
Little
doing
bit of
very well.
recovery here, guys.
Doesn't
Yeah, a little
look
bit of
like it
recovery.
from where I'm sitting.
Good to see Tim Hook, our winemaker from Franschhoek, has joined the front end of that party, coming up in a 4th on that sprint in 1877. So really, really good effort from Tim Hook. And good to see you out here, bud. Really good having you on board.
Well, he's not allowed to sell wine right now, is he?
No, well, how terrible is that? One of the best winemakers in South Africa not being able to sell his pieces of art, if you can call it that. Very sad indeed. Aaron, I don't think you guys have got the same restrictions in London at the moment, or in England at least.
Not yet, but apparently 2,000 people from the England-Scotland game got COVID.
Surprising exactly no one.
We'll have to see.
That's insane.
Look, I guess the benefit of being vaccinated is you're unlikely to get ill. Even though you will contract the virus, you will get sick.
Yeah.
You won't have severe illness.
So much for recovery, guys. They're really hoofing it.
Yeah, big time. Lots of new names.
Keeping the pace hot.
Donovan's here, Eddie's here, Aaron's here. Usual suspects. Anders Olsen. Murray Crabe. Here we go. First lap done.
Yeah, there we go.
3 more leg snappers to go.
Oh, I thought there were 5. Fantastic.
Oh, wish. Let me not misquote myself here. I better go check.
Don't lie.
I'm going to feel terrible. It is 5. It is 5.
Oh,
Yep.
come on.
Yep.
This is what happens when David Garrett gets his turn to choose a route.
We're all excited.
That is entirely unreasonable, I'll be honest.
5 laps of punishment. Nice to see Top Watch in the mix there, right at the top end of that field there. Jaco de Waal. Saw his name pop up there just for a second. And good to have the Top Watch guys riding with us this evening. RDX being represented as well. Toyota Cryer, you'll see the name up on your board now. We're on board with Aaron Borrell. So, as Kobus and Aaron said, all the usual suspects and some great names of cycling in that mix there. I haven't seen Eddie's name anywhere yet.
But he's here. I have seen him.
Yeah, he's there.
Because they've got such a long sponsor name now. It tends to be scrolling over Toyota Cryo RDT when you're looking at the name.
Yeah.
Yo, this is a small group now. Now it's really
very small.
Oh, a couple of guys catching up. Okay, well done. To the chasers. It's swelled now. Now it's gone from 30 to about 50. Until the next leg snapper comes up. So this route
slowly going to whittle down the guys.
Definitely. This route, based on the Innsbruck World Champs course, I guess a tradition that started with the Richmond course from 2015.
Yeah.
And at least the big climb. This is not a very. Peter Sagan famously complained that this was not one for sprinters. This was one for the climbers. And we saw the podium at this particular race ended up being Michael Woods, Romain Bardet, and Alejandro Valverde, ultimately taking the World Champions jersey on this occasion. And since then, Zwift's gone on to release a new World Champs course almost every year, as and when they occurred in partnership with the UCI. So in that vein, we've also got a Yorkshire course, amongst others. Well, this is quite a nice one. This one's become quite popular relative to the other World Champs courses. It's got a bit more than just the very repetitive Richmond small climbs and flats and cobbles. This is quite a nice course, quite a nicely modelled one too.
Yeah, I must admit, I can't wait to try it out, guys. Something completely new to me, and a little bit of excitement in the air this evening as I watch this race, because I want to go out and try it a little bit later.
We'll keep an eye on your social media. Post some pics of the trainer. We'd like to see it.
We certainly will. We certainly will. And once again, thanks to the name that you see at the top there in the red and white Elite. Thanks very much, and I will be contacting both Kobus and Aaron for some tips, because they are the geniuses behind all these amazing training tools.
And you should stay away from us. We'll make you do very hard races.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it's just so unfortunate with what's happened over the last couple of days that even my training centres had to close. Cadence, unfortunately, been closed since Monday, so it came at the right time, and I'm pretty sure Elite are going to see a big surge. In fact, I think they have already, just in terms of orders, because this is ultimately the way to go. And of course, with the weather we're having here in Cape Town at the moment, it's a good way to keep that training up.
Yes.
Sure,
even if you wanted to ride outside, you couldn't do it before Wednesday, given all the freezing rain and the cold.
Yeah.
And given lockdown, given that a group ride will be considered a gathering, which is not allowed with people outside of your immediate household.
Yeah.
Zwift provides a really nice alternative. So go out and support our sponsor. In fact, let me plug this right now. We've got a discount code. We got a discount code from our sponsor N-Squared on Friday. So if you guys want to pop onto their website and pick up a really cool Elite trainer at a discount, you've got a chance. Now, there we go. I'm going to put it on screen. So your code is MastersSA10 at checkout, and you can get either the Diretto XRT, the Suto T, or the Tour at 10% off the prices, the recommended retail prices you see listed on screen, and they also include free shipping. So a friend of mine actually ordered one using the code. They were banging, harassing us, and ordered their trainer on Friday and received it on Monday. So it's great service. Well done, Elite, and well done, N-Squared. So log on to nsquared.co.za, order your trainer, use this code to get a 10% discount, and in doing so, you'll support our sponsor, and in that way support us as well. You've got that one in the middle now, Sean?
No, actually, they put me onto the Diretto to try it out. Yeah,
very cool.
Just for the next 2 weeks, I think. So it gives me a bit of time to suss it out and get the feel. So I'm rather excited. Set it up last night. Still a couple of things to get used to. I think more on the Zwift side of things.
Oh, sorry, Sean. He's on the leg snapper there, and he's 2.
Yes, I was just going to say that looks like at 14.5 k's. That's snapper time again.
Yeah, it's being whittled. This group. Aaron clinging on. Well done.
Well, there you go. Out of the saddle now. Massive effort from him. There we go. You see him again. Back out of the saddle.
Back on with the front group. Well done, Aaron. Have a rest. And now he's attacking.
It's just a little fun.
Aaron Burrell in the lead of Masters SA Winter Series 2021 Race 5.
and just by the way, that's our commentator. So well done. It just shows you people that can talk and also do the walk. Well done, Aaron. and there we go. He's now sitting down. Tired legs after a big effort. Gustavo now, his name just popped up. Duval still in the mix there from Top Watch.
Yo, well done. This is shrinking now.
And that noise you hear in the background, that is Aaron's trainer that is winding up. That's him pushing out watts at the moment.
Aaron's on that same trainer, the Diretto.
Yeah.
The Rolls-Royce of Elite offerings. Though I don't think there's anything wrong with the Suto. That's an excellent trainer as well.
No, 100%. And both super easy. Diretto obviously just slightly bigger. where the Ceto, the best thing about it and why it is really taking the market is purely, well, not purely, but one of the big reasons is very compact, very easy to stow away. So when you're not using it, it literally is foldable. Pack it away. It's flush and it's slim. So well done to Elite for a great design, and
the pricing is keen as well.
The pricing is really, really good. And I've only heard good things. Last week we were at Helderberg Specialized, and most of the guys were out there on those demo units, and great feedback from each one of those riders.
Oh, yeah, they're great trainers, definitely. We recommend them, obviously.
Secondly, obviously, a power bar. Thanks, Trevor, for being on board. In fact, this is year number 2 that Trevor has. In fact, I think he was one of the first guys to come on board, right?
The very first.
The very beginning, yeah. And I think Aaron was just giving a wave there. It's one of his favorite products. He has been with them for quite a while. I know I trained when...
Oh, very nice.
Back, I think it was back in 2016. Thanks, Trevor, for that as well. When I trained on Powerbar, it was a great product to use, and I'm sure there's a discount code as well that Kobus is going to throw across the screen as well.
Oh, thank you for segueing into that so smoothly. Here we go. Powerbar. There's your Powerbar discount, everyone. Log on to powerbarsa.co.za and check out, use the code RDX Cycling, and you'll get a 15% discount on your entire purchase. I use this myself. Great service, quick delivery, very, very pleasing, and a great range of products. I certainly rate them.
And you get to see Rudy Kellerman on the front of your screen. How's that? What a bonus.
What a score.
What a score.
With Craig boys. I mean, we got Craig onto Zwift last week. It was quite nice to see him racing.
Yeah, I wanted to catch up with him, but he had a lot of people buzzing around him. I wanted to find out what his thoughts were. I know some of the youngsters that were there from Team ASAP World was saying that was torture. And it just shows you, guys just don't understand how tough Zwifting is. It looks very easy from the outside. As we sit here, it looks easy to me until you get onto this thing behind me, and it just breaks every part of your body, especially if you're my weight.
And especially if you're racing with these guys, the likes of Aaron Burrell and Eddie Houle. They put the hurt on.
These guys are animals, man. It's usually recovery. It's nothing. 320 watts for 23 minutes now.
Yo.
Nuts.
So just having a look at where we are at this point of the race. We've passed that last sprint competition, or the next one up at 25 kilometers. So that's in about 6 or 7 Ks to go. Have we got any names that spring to mind?
Don't ask me, man. Don't ask me.
Borrell's down. Let's forget about him. He's out.
I'm going to back Aaron for the win. Aaron Burrell.
What? You're nuts.
We've got to support our commentators.
It's like wearing the yellow jersey, Aaron, when I pick you. It's an honor. You've got to do the jersey honor.
I'll try. I will try.
Who are you going to pick, Sean?
Ugh. I don't know if I'm just blind, because I just don't see the regulars up front there. Murray Crab is in there. I saw his SA flag just spring up there for a second. I tell you what, the Janssen van Rensburgs of this world I'm missing, because I knew when I called it last year that was
but he did win the last time we did this course. Christian Janssen van Rensburg.
That's what I'm alluding to.
Where's Jacques this week? Jacques raced last week. Former pro. 3 Grand Tour participant. He raced last week.
Yeah, he did. He did race. I haven't spotted him. You chatted to him.
South Africa.
You chatted to him this week, didn't you, Aaron?
Yeah. Did chat briefly.
Peter Matthijssen is always in that front group. That's just a name to mention.
Gustavo, Jaco Davel.
Yeah, Jaco Davel.
Marino is here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw Mark Kavanagh also races for Uwe Kuter. He is a Hermanus resident, and I know he's very good friends with Murray. And you always see him out there. Such a great gentleman. If you ever in Hermanus, go and say hi to Mark and Shelley from Kavanagh Jewelers. There's a free punt for you, Mark. But always great to see you in the mix. A great rider, a great mountain biker as well.
You can't punt other jewelers, Sean.
But they're good mates.
Yeah, they are. He's even riding for the Uwe Kuter team, so
100%.
we'll let that slip.
I think that's a supplier. You see, I can get away with it.
Guys, while we're on that, our headline sponsor, right above my head there, Uwe Kuter.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jaco, for coming to the party. In addition to all of the amazing technical work he does in the background, you guys wouldn't believe the resource Jaco is, including that really cool website and all of the badges that he keeps streaming up that you guys have been earning. He's given us 15,000 Rand in jewelry design as our main prize for our overall men's winner, and a 5,000 Rand voucher another jewelry purchase for our overall ladies winner, the pink or the Maglia Rosa as I prefer to call it. So thanks so much for that, Jaco. You've been an absolute stalwart, and thank you for everything you've been doing in terms of encouraging group participation, both inside and outside in cycling, in a format that maybe falls outside of traditional races. And amongst other things, he's handled timing for more traditional races in the form of things like the Stanford Mountain Bike Challenge, where his API, his Strava API system handled all of the timing automatically. So Jaco approaches cycling in a different way, and he's just trying to encourage participation. And we really appreciate your and Uwe Kuter's support in our series as well. So check out our website, mastersracing.com, and go support Uwe Kuter.
Of course, RDX right there in the mix as well. You'll see the team riders. You would have seen it on the Powerbar artwork. You see it up on your screen here. RDX, the new sponsor for the season. Kobus, you can run us through what they do. I know they've got a very cool team car as well.
The RDX are a newish real estate
Yes.
agency. So if you are in the Cape Town area, especially the northern suburbs, they are your friendly local real estate agent. Give them a ring, and they'll take care of your business. I have it on good authority that transactions are up again quite significantly now. I guess it's with the low interest rates. So if you're in the market, give these guys a call, either buying or selling. And thanks so much for all of the support you guys have given us. Also really from the very beginning. And thanks to David Garrett of RDX Cycling, captain of the team, for everything he does for this competition.
Yeah, he certainly does put a lot of work into it. Loads and loads of meetups to make sure that these things all happen. Any event doesn't just happen. So the likes of David, the likes of the guy just underneath, just on top of me, right over there.
I'm just the technical guy. David Ropes and everyone else.
Yeah.
Another leg snap, Aaron. Are you hanging in there?
Yeah, just
Donovan Lecoq going over first. Donovan showing he's capable of those quick, punchy efforts that comes from his mountain biking background.
Yeah. And a great rider on the mountain bike, great on the road, and of course great on a super bike down at Killarney. Look at those super tuckers, they go down there.
I just saw Kunde Cook. He's in this race. Kunde Cook of the mountain bike goats. How's it going, Kun?
yeah, some interesting meetups on Masters that we see on a weekly basis. And well attended this evening. Have we got a tally of how many numbers we have entered here this evening? Always good to just gauge week on week.
It's 224.
Sure.
So we are suffering from, the excellent weather in Europe, but the terrible weather in Cape Town is certainly aiding us, and the lack of load shedding also helping. But that's partially why we're seeing so many South African flags. All that in lockdown.
Well, brilliant stuff. It is the SA title. It's Masters SA. If you've just joined us, folks, welcome to race number 5. It's a very cold Wednesday here in Cape Town. I'm sure it is the same in Stellenbosch. In London, where you see the thin guy down at the bottom there, that's racing his heart out. That's Aaron Borrell. And,
I'm out the back.
And he's our usual specialist commentator that comes in all the way from London to come and join us every Wednesday. But he's on the bicycle. He's our celeb rider because he is a celeb commentator now. Peter Matthijs
out the back.
Yeah, he's been pushed out the back, but I think he was. I think Aaron, you were going it very hard on that first 2 laps, though.
Yeah.
Are you going to chase back on, Aaron? Were you off?
I'm off. Unfortunately.
Your team still represented. Eddie Houle sitting in 5th wheel.
Nice to see Murray and Yaku. They've been up front there all the way.
No, they like this course.
From the first K, they've been sitting together like that. So, I think it's too soon to make any strong calls here. So we're on board with Eddie Houle. And if I'm not mistaken, current leader.
Current leader by a long shot.
By a long shot.
Of the overall series. Eddie is in yellow, even though he's in green. Our series leader. Lots of guys on Tron bikes. That seems to be the preferred bike, giving you decent aero and decent climbing over that little leg snapper. Then on the next sponsor, can we just to mention Vermaak and Bicycle Gear. Thank you to Eve for your support, and thank you to her husband, Jonathan, for that very, very cool highlights video, which I believe I fluffed the sound for at the beginning of our broadcast. So I'm gonna post it again at the end once we've signed off, so you guys can have a look at it, because I think I messed up the intro there. Apologies for that, Jonathan. But
great video though, Jonathan.
Yeah, it was so nice to meet you last week in Helderberg, just before the president shut us down, and or shut down these gatherings at least. And thank you for your help in putting that very cool intro video and that very cool highlights reel for the Helderberg event together. Nice fun event, and some excellent footage. And thank you for the help he's given me on the multimedia side as well. A very capable guy. When I met him, I was shocked at how old he was. No offense, because I thought, he was so dialed in. I thought he'd had to be a youngin. I guess it's
great video. And Jonathan, we need to talk.
Yeah, for sure.
That really is a great video.
So well done.
We'll get to see it again afterwards, as Kobus said. Then moving on to the guys just below them, Cape Multisport. Always been on. In fact, I think also right from the beginning, they've been on board. So you can run us through that, Kobus.
Oh, I guess it's just organization. That's all. So that's the organization I belong to, and that's why the logo's on there. But the guys have been incredible supporters of the race, both in terms of helping me organize it, getting additional participation, spreading the word, and also participating themselves. So thanks a lot, guys. I already appreciate it, and I enjoy being a member of the club.
Yeah,
especially
very
during
good
these
club.
tough times, because we've got a great committee, and they do a heck of a lot for the members. They try to do as much as they can under the circumstances, in terms
Very
of
cool.
virtual events and gatherings, and trying to accommodate everyone, in these difficult times, from both a costs and an activity perspective. So, great plug, great club for me to plug. If you're in Cape Town and you need a club, check us out.
Welcome to, well done to Cape Multisport, as you heard Kobus just saying. So if you're in the market for a new club, Durbanville, Stellenbosch based, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, but we're not. I mean, it's Cape. I guess most of the gatherings happen there, but we all over Cape Town. In fact, we're all over the Western Cape. We've got a chapter in Eden, a proper chapter with its own subcommittee, Eden Municipality, and so call it Garden Route. And then we've even got unofficial chapters in Muizenberg and East London.
Great stuff. Well, thanks very much to yourself, Kobus, for, as I said last week, if you tuned in last week, you would have noticed I was joking around a bit, but sitting with Kobus, it does look like a bit of a maestro on a piano. It's how he swifts over all the buttons, because there's quite a bit of work to do, as he mentioned when Jonathan was giving him some tips. It is a lot of work to put on one of these shows. It's not an easy thing. So thank you very much to all the guys in the background that make these things happen. Still on board with Eddie Hull, current leader in the points, and of course, it's a great group of riders, and it's still anyone's call. We're 29.5 kilometers into the race, 37 minutes elapsed time, and just interesting to see the mix of guys. Eddie's actually just hanging back there in the back of that peloton,
trying to preserve energy. I don't think there's much sense in attacking early here. I'm guessing everyone's on a similar strategy where they're going to attack over the top on that last climb.
13 more Ks to go. Just something that we haven't chatted about in the last couple of weeks. Our ladies, Kobus, maybe you can just. Sorry, I haven't really, unfortunately, haven't even really had a look at it over the last couple of weeks.
So I guess one of those annoying limitations of Zwift has been I have difficulty now switching between riders that are at the front of the field and riders that are at the back. So what I really need to do is take this thing next level and have a second feed, and use that second feed to check, call it a second Zwift account, and use that second Zwift account to check the ladies and switch between the two. That's what I'm going to have to do. So I will look into that, but I might need a more powerful computer, if I'm perfectly honest.
Sure.
Or I could make some sort of another plan. I could stream it from a different computer. That would be the way to do it.
I was just going to say, maybe what we should do is let me see if I can stream it. I'm going to have to get a Zwift account.
But you sort of do that same thing in your Porsche Cap streaming.
100%, yeah. So
it can be done.
Fairly easy. I'm pretty sure I could patch the ladies in. It would be nice if we can just give them a bit more of a punt, and we'd like to see some more ladies.
Because we used to try to really, but it's like, because I can't switch to them. It's really difficult to even track what's going on. I can't even keep an eye on them, to be honest. So
very sad.
We're guilty of that. We're trying to open up the sport and get more ladies in, and now we've got significant prizes for them as well. And again, Uwe are coming, without us having a significant ladies field and allocating quite a significant prize there, hoping that we can attract many more ladies. So unfortunately, I've had some trouble getting that coverage, but I will sort that out. Just happened upon the idea. Thank you, Sean, right now. So we'll use that technique hopefully from next week to try and get some of that coverage on.
Let's chat about it. talking about the ladies, looks like in first place in the points at the moment is that Linda Fouchier. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, I believe so.
In 61 points, just behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to look at third in the total points, but I'm not too sure who that is. I can't actually see the name. But I'll try again on another screen. But yeah, to any of the ladies that are watching and that are tuned in, yeah, let's see what we can do. Let's get some more ladies into the field. We'll make a plan.
Yeah, definitely. We are back on the leg snapper. I'm losing count here.
Yeah, this is number 4.
This is number 4, so we've got one more after this. Lots of featherweight power-ups coming through, drafting, aero, you name it. Everyone's using everything they've got to try and stay with this group. Guess one could argue this is one of the most important ones, because the next one you contest, you leave it all on the road, you know. So you don't want to drop now if you're still with this group. Eddie's at the front, putting the hurt on the guys.
Nice to be on board with Donovan Lecoq, Team Top Watch, the man from the southern suburbs of Cape Town. He's seen the full effect of South Africa or Cape Town's horrible weather over the last couple of days. I was out there yesterday in Takai. Man, crazy. And how cool is that? He's at home. He's on his trainer, racing Zwift, racing Masters SA Series, and doing exceptionally well. Murray Crabb now, Uwe Kuter, also on board with him at the moment. And just looking at those results, we were chatting about the ladies, just in terms of our Masters Winter International, our points. Gustavo Aquino in first with 78 points. In fact, they're tied with Eddie Houle, also with 78 points. So this essentially is going to be quite an exciting last lap when we go into that last lap. Kobus, I'd love to know what these two guys are going to do. They're sussing each other out in that batch there at the moment. Marino in third with 62 points. And then, of course, Peter Avenant, Joburg boy, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Always up there.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's our guys. Rick Sorensen in fifth, so making up the top 5, and David Bailey in 6th at the moment. That's in your total point standings. But the 2 to watch, guys and girls, is those 2 guys at the top. Gustavo, Eddie, that's the guys you got to look out for.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and we've got some dark horses here as well. We've got Jaco Tafel, we've got Murray Crabb, we've got Christian Janssen van Rensburg, all guys that like this course.
Well, if you're just chatting about Donovan Lecoq, currently in 10th in the points, he's been up there most of this race. So I'm not sure if he'd make much of an attack, but you never know. Peter Matthijssen also in there, and he currently is 7th with 8th. David Garrett, the man behind the scenes of this amazing race. There we go. Mark Kavanagh, Team Uwe Kuter, our Hermanus resident. And always such a nice guy.
You mentioned the younger guys earlier. I should maybe clear the air. I've had a few guys getting in touch. Sorry for having younger guys during the Masters race last week, guys. They were invited by our host, Helderberg Cycling. Some of the athletes they are looking after, but even though they raced, they didn't influence the race up front or anything, and of course they didn't get any results given that they are not 30 or older yet. So it was just a bit of participation, a bit of fun. It's not like we're opening the floodgates and letting all of the elites into the series all of a sudden. There was just a once off from having the live event.
Yeah.
And it's nice having the young'uns with us and seeing them suffer as well.
Yeah, let me tell you, chatted to both of them, and well, both of the very young guys. Let me tell you, they were broken. It's, we said at the beginning of the stream, it's not an easy thing to do. If you're used to racing down at Kalani racetrack, at Crit Race, you jump onto this. Listen, you've got to be prepared. And I'm pretty sure Aaron Borrell suffering down at the bottom of your screen. Well, he'll tell you as well. It looks rather easy if you're sitting from the sideline like we are and chatting about it, and then you actually get onto that bike. Let me tell you, you got to come prepared.
Yeah, absolutely. This is not easy, not by any stretch of the imagination. Final lap. We're on our final lap.
And I want to actually go and see if the live feed has got any comments on it. We used to always do that last year. Check the live feed, see if there's anybody chatting to us. And
no, that'll be our fault.
I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to try and jump onto it very quickly.
While we're chatting about results, I guess we should chat about verification. So we've developed, using the Zwift guidelines, quite a nice verification protocol. Unfortunately, lockdown has put a bit of a stop to that, because I can't very well, as a stranger, show up to somebody else's house and put them on my trainer. But we'll resume all of those verifications as soon as regulation allows. But in any case, as the footprint has grown nationally, we had a need to find a verification partner, and we found it in the Practice, which is a company I'm sure all of you know. So they've got a national footprint, essentially medical professionals that are into sport and sports science. You should check them out at thepracticesa.co.za. Incredible professional bunch of people, and we look forward to working with you. And they've got such a substantial footprint nationally, they've offered to help us with our verification process, and hopefully that'll smooth out some of the kinks, because as I have discussed with some of the guys, it's been difficult to verify guys outside of Cape Town, and more particularly guys outside of the call it 3 major metros. So partnering up with the Practice will allow us to do that. And if you guys can check them out, very professional bunch of people. They know what they're doing, and our top riders will be engaged by them very soon.
Yeah, always cool to see folks partnering up with us, different companies, different sponsors and partners, and something that I always mention, especially now that we've gone back into level 4 lockdown, the partners and sponsors that have been aboard, and guys like this, you will benefit in the long run. Looking after the sport that we love, the sportsmen and our riders will look after you. There we go. The Practice lifestyle at the Practice. Alistair and Gareth, if I'm not mistaken. Gareth, what is her name? If I'm not mistaken.
Gonay.
Greta
Alistair
Gonay.
and Greta Gonay. They're the founders of this business, and fantastic people. Lots of excellent coaches working for them, and those guys are going to be helping us out in ensuring the credibility of the series nationally.
Great stuff. Well, folks, 38.8 kilometers, 49 minutes of elapsed time. We are close to the finish. We've got about 5Ks to go. My mathematics is a little bit on the slow side after a long day. But incredible racing again. We're on board with Eddie Houle, Team Toyota Cryo RDT. And there'll be another sprint segment coming up very, very soon.
No, we're going to go over the climb first, and then the sprint segment follows, yes.
My apologies.
And then the finale. It'll be interesting because I think we're going to have one of those classic situations where some guys get away and some guys chase them. So it should be fun. Similar to the stage of the Tour de France yesterday. If you were like me, bothering your neighbors with your shouting, that was incredible. Breakaway rider Van Buren being caught with less than 200 meters to go, and Cavendish ultimately taking the victory. That was phenomenal, and I think we were all hoping he would make it, except for the Cavendish fans. But I haven't got any time for you guys.
Is that Aaron still having some energy to still chuckle?
Yeah, I'm in a bit of a chasing group here. There's about 6 of us. It's cruising, it seems. I'm 50 seconds back. But, we'll never get back on. A lot of the guys, I've been reading the chat here, a lot of the guys haven't been getting power-ups. And that would have caused quite a few of them to lose contact on the snapper. You didn't get a feather or anything in particular?
No, they probably got an XP bonus, which is, I guess, not going to help you in this race, is it?
Yeah, I got my feather after I got dropped through the sprint.
That's a bit late.
I don't think I would have helped. That was hard.
Yeah, that was very hard.
Solid effort up there.
Well, this is the wall up to the climb. On the cobbles now.
Yeah, when you get on the cobbles, you know it's coming. It's no high.
Into that right-hander.
The cobbles already make it harder. Zwift does increase the resistance over the cobbles as well, as it would in real life. There we go. Everybody's putting down the power. There we go. Oh, this is hard. We're on board with Eddie Hull, who's doing 527 watts to stay. We're lapping lots of riders. So that's sort of muddying the waters here. Eddie's dropping towards the back. No, he's in 25th position. 23rd. Who's getting over this climb first? Is it Jacques Greef? No, ahead of Jacques Greef, it is Christian Janssen van Rensburg, Donovan Lecoq. Okay, so we've got a front group of about, call it, it's just about all of them. 15 to 20 guys. They're all there. Okay, bunch sprint, guys.
There's always a bunch sprint here. I forgot to add that. Can't get away on this course.
I've seen them try every time.
Well, now it's anyone's game at the moment.
Now it's all about how far out you attack, I guess.
I'm still trying to find my live feed here.
Eddie goes early. Christian also likes going early.
Right, let's see who that is up front there. Not much of a breakaway. These guys are packing around each other.
Yeah, big time. No, this is most of them. I think they shed maybe 5 guys on that last climb. Jaco's still here, Murray's still here, Christian's still here, Eddie's still here, Gustavo's still here, David Bailey's
well.
Yeah, he's here.
You see the American flag coming up there. Donovan Lecoq in the mix there. Top Watch being represented. There's someone doing a break from the left-hand side of the field.
He's not going anywhere. He's just getting excited about the sprint. Nobody's going to beat that time that Waldo posted earlier. Yeah, that very first time that Valdo posted on the sprint section, that time still stands, 16.48 seconds.
So we're 2 seconds off that pace.
He's mopping up in that points jersey competition.
Yeah. Well, not long to go now.
No. Going around the hairpin.
Yeah. Tight right-hander. once again, very tightly bunched. No one's really broken away here.
Yeah, we're gonna have a nice straight finish. We'll see once we see that archway. We're getting quite close. You can see on the little mini map, that little orange Z. That's where the finish is.
Yeah, very, very close now. Don't take your eyes off the screen because you will miss it. And just remember, be sure to leave those comments as we go.
Somebody's going long range. Somebody's going long range. Who is that?
Oh, that is a massive attack, but very far out still.
Okay, it's Gustavo, and he's being chased down by Eddie.
Yeah, we said it's anyone's game. 78 points between the two of them going into race number 5.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the third rider. So, I better go to Eddie. Okay, let's see if Eddie catches him. There's the arch. He's gonna catch him. I'm pretty sure he's gonna take him.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Oh, this is tight. This is tight. Look at that. And he's gonna come around. He comes around him and he takes the win. Well done. And I didn't actually see who came up third. Wow. Well done, Eddie Hull. Yet another victory.
Yeah, and you do going to the points will take you up into the leaderboard.
Fantastic. He's comfortably in first place in the South African competition, which is the only place to win prizes in any case. So, well done, Eddie. Monumental effort. Let's see if I can get us back to Aaron here, but again, I'm not holding my breath.
There's about a K left for us.
K left for you, and then
roughly.
And then a short break for me, and then I'm getting onto my ride.
Yeah, I gotta get home and ride as well. Well done, Donovan.
Yeah. Well done to all the SA guys that tune in and follow us religiously. Always great having you on the streams. A lot of the guys do listen to what we're saying because they get to watch what their competitors are doing. Donovan Lecoq, I hope you're doing okay, young man. It's always great to see you online. I can tell you now, it's better to see you guys in real life, but unfortunately, that's not happening at the moment. So online Zwift racing it is, and it's Masters SA. This is around number 5. Eddie Hull takes it. The young man from East London. We're on board now. We're trying to get back to.
No, we can't. Like this thing, they've. Every time they fix something, they break something else. Let's not get started. It works well while you're racing. It doesn't work so well for live streaming. Sorry, guys. I can't get to the back of the field. I can't get to anyone else. That is very, very annoying. This used to work so well. Anyway, maybe they'll offer some sort of a live cast version at some stage. Well done, Aaron. Sorry that we couldn't get back to you. Okay. Well, thanks a lot, gents. Oh, there we go. Aaron's sprinting for the finish, it looks like. And he's done.
He's done. He's done.
I didn't need to see your avatar to see that.
Hard work.
Oh, there we go. Well done, Boral. Job well done for you.
Fantastic job. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to another Masters SA Winter Series race. And well done to Eddie Hull for winning and taking the overall lead. Well, maintaining the overall lead, frankly, both locally and internationally.
Yeah, series number 5. Race number 5. In the bag this evening.
3 more to go.
Yeah.
So even if you're only joining now, come join us, come race. Plenty of opportunity to make points in both get stage wins, get prizes for that, and maybe make a dent in either the points KOM or overall competition. Why not? Of course, only your 7 best results count, so you'll see the worst result for our leaders fall away after they've completed the 8th race, assuming they've done all of them. Beyond that, your best 7 counts towards your total. So thanks a lot for tuning in once again, and thanks a lot to Sean Peters and Aaron Burrell. Thank you for showcasing the pain for us, Aaron.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. I won't be doing that anytime soon. We're building up for Swift Racing League Season 4. It'll be our debut in the Premier Division. So,
congratulations, that's great.
Yeah, a little rusty at the moment, but we've had enough time to relax. Now start to build up again, and yeah, it should be some good fun. Without a doubt, guys. I'll see you next week.
Yeah,
cool, fantastic. Stuff. Thanks a lot. And thanks a lot, Sean Peters.
Cool. Yeah. See you in round 6 next week, Wednesday from 6:15. Thanks again to Quibus. Thanks again to all the riders and, of course, the amazing sponsors. Have a great and safe week and weekend. Cheers, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you that video with sound this time.